Hey, Chris Reddick once again for the next push forward, and guess what? We are back here at Elizabethton, and once again we have another outstanding athlete. Right beside of me we have Mr. John Siepert, and he's going to be taking the next push forward to Maryville.
John really came out of his shell when he started track. It was just like a transformation to a different person in a good way, and he just seemed so happy. We're beyond proud of him. John owes credit, I owe credit to Coach Presnell for having the idea to move him to the hurdles, and he's had great success with it. It's impressive for a kid to never jump over a hurdle until the end of March his senior year, and then go to a state qualifier and be the number 3 seed in the state. So it's pretty special. We all agree that John's best track is ahead of him because this is only his second full year doing track, and I guess 8 weeks of doing hurdles, and he's going to be in the state championship. So I'm beyond proud of John. He's the kind of kid that whenever we ask him to do something, he just does it. Like he never batted an eye when we said, "John, you're doing hurdles now, so go over there and practice." He just, "Yes, sir," and he did it. And so it's hard to find kids like that. So we're really proud of him. And Maryville College Coach Campbell's right. Maryville College is getting good. So congrats, John. Congrats, John. Put John Hancock on there.
I've had the privilege of getting to coach John for multiple sports. I know I've had multiple football coaches come up to me in the past couple of weeks and just amazed with what John has done, and always knew that John was going to be great at something. And if anybody can remember John freshman year, he is now the John Siepert. So John's definitely one we're going to miss, but Maryville College is getting a good one. And I'm excited to see what John does in the future with Maryville.
Track just really, it's John's sport. It changed him physically, mentally, his personality. Great group of athletes that he's gotten to know and call friends. And can't thank the coaches enough. And that goes to football as well. Football coaches and Coach Witten in the weight room, strength and conditioning. And then I remember Coach Newman, I texted him trying to figure out, I didn't know anything about track. So I was trying to figure out, get ahead of the game, like what shoes does he need? So I texted him, my son's coming out, what kind of shoes? And he said, well, what does he want to run? And I said, in hindsight, I said, probably nothing too far, probably nothing too short, probably no jumping, probably no throwing. In hindsight, that's track and field. So luckily he just said, well, send him out and we'll see what happens. And I just can't say enough good. I'm proud of him. I'm excited to see what he does next year.
So, John, first of all, you got to tell me, I just heard the story on you've only been running track for 2 years. How excited is it to be able to take it to the next level running track in college?
It's crazy. I would have never expected about a year ago that I'll be running college track.
Coach mentioned, Coach Nate talked about you've only been running the 300 hurdles for 8 weeks. You're already a state qualifier. So what made you even decide to go out for the hurdles?
Well, I never decided to. My coaches just kind of decided for me that I'd be a good hurdler. So they just kind of figured me out there.
But John, what I want to talk to you about, you fall kind of similar to my son Zion. Both of you started off in football. But there's one thing interesting about you that I've noticed. I know your brother. He was a big, outstanding linebacker here for the Cyclones. And I believe since I can remember you being younger, Coach Wittens, both Wittens were starting you off at linebacker. But I think if they would have known the speed you had, I would have put you at receiver. Because you have seen yourself at receiver training.
Yeah, definitely.
You got the speed and definitely the height, so it would have been nice to see you at a receiver. But like I said, God had different plans, put you in track, and like I said, you were able to earn a scholarship. So I want to also talk about on the academic side. What do you plan on studying when you go to Maryville?
So I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, my family teaches me law, so I was thinking maybe something like that, but still not 100% sure.
Okay, so you may keep the family tradition going and stay in law. So again, congratulations, John. John Siepert taking it to the next level from Maryville College.
Give it up for the Elizabethton Cyclones. say hey, y'all can say ho. Get the party started, Cyclone, let's go. Y'all can say hey, y'all can say ho. Get the party started, Cyclone, let's go.